Hello, my friends. Welcome to Been My Pleasure. My name is JC. Joining me today is my friend Nicole.
Hello.
And we're going to discuss some things that you can do to improve your tips and gratuities. All right, Nicole, thank you very much for joining me. As you know, this is a sounding board for people of the food and beverage industry.
Of course.
Okay, we have hosts and managers and servers and chefs and cooks, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. From time to time, we receive letters from guests, and we talked about that before. But what we're going to talk about now is anything that you'd like to share with the community that you use that you feel would be a helpful tip to increase their gratuity and tip share.
Honestly, I feel as if the best possible thing you could do for yourself is to be yourself. I mean, think about it. When you come into a restaurant and you sit down, your server comes up to you. You don't want the same exact, "Hi, my name is Nicole. I'll be serving you this evening. What may I grab you for your beverage?" Give yourself a little bit of personality. And I feel like it takes you so much farther. That's the difference between just a basic 15% tip and something a little bit higher, or a possible regular that'll continue to come back. On top of that, you should be understanding. Our job is difficult, and our guests don't always understand everything that we're going through. But you should always be understanding. If you were in that situation and you would be the person sitting at that table, what would you want to do and how would you want your server to react to certain things that are happening while they're enjoying their experience?
Sounds good. Let me expound a little bit.
Yeah.
You mentioned introducing yourself. In some cases, it's good to make a personal contact with your guest. When you have a guest that comes in that doesn't want to make personal contact, that might be detrimental. So you might be better served. Yeah, you might be better served making sure that you conduct it as a business transaction. Mm-hmm. But those guests are actually kind of few and far between, depending on where you're at. We've worked together in the past. We worked at a casual dining experience in the past. You are now currently bartending exclusively, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, an independently owned bar.
Independently owned bar. Oh, that's beneficial because then you can speak to the owner directly.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. You can resolve any issues just like that. And you typically have a little bit more authority than you would at a corporate experience, don't you?
Exactly.
All right. So you work at a private bar, and do you have a grill or a fryer in back that some of your guests might order food from time to time, or is it exclusively drinks and cocktails?
No, actually, we have a full kitchen, full menu.
Full menu?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do your guests ever have concerns or complaints that you need to address, or is it a pretty well-run kitchen?
Oh, of course. Anywhere you go, there's going to be some sort of complaint or a way that you could expand to make your business better. Mm-hmm. Genuinely, we're a sports bar, so we are going to have the basic munchies. Most of my clientele are men, so we have the basics: burgers, wings, fries. Whenever there is a lady that comes in, we do have the occasional salad ordered, but we have a full range to make anything that you could possibly ask for at a basic kitchen.
Okay. So it sounds like by and large you have gentlemen who come in for beers and they do order food from time to time, but it's a sports bar, so they're probably there for major sporting events and tipping accordingly to how happy they are depending on the win or loss of their favorite team?
Exactly.
Okay. So in your experience, it probably makes more sense to make that personal connection.
Yes.
In that kind of place. All right, Nicole, we are recording this in January, and the next major holiday that will come up, we're recording in January, this will broadcast in February, just before Valentine's Day. How likely or unlikely is it that you will have Valentine's Day patrons? And is there anything that you can think of that you've done in the past that you're going to do for this holiday that will help improve gratuities for our viewers at home?
Honestly, it being a sports bar, majority of my clientele is about 35 to 65-year-old males. Typically, either they have been divorced or they aren't with anybody currently. So yes, I'm going to get a lot of single gentlemen in. Hey ladies, check out the men at the sports bars on Valentine's Day. But what I personally like to do is make them feel at home. You don't want to have a holiday where they feel upset because they don't have somebody to celebrate it with. So you take that as your opportunity to make them feel welcome. How I do this is I'll bring candy or I will wear something ridiculous just so that they feel a little bit more welcome.
I wonder, are you going to do well on Valentine's Day because you're a single woman in the bar and they are going to be tipping you more so, do you think?
I believe that could possibly help you, but Generally, I don't lie about whether or not I am single. And I feel that being honest is always the best thing to do with your clientele, as long as it won't hurt where you work.
All right, sounds good. Well, Nicole, thank you for all of that advice, those tips that you shared to increase gratuities with our guests. If you found this content helpful and enjoyable, by all means, please subscribe for more. We'll do this again. Click on my pixelated friend's face and you'll go to my subscribe channel. If you enjoyed what she had to say, give us a thumbs up. If you're planning on going into work and telling all the single guys that I don't have anybody, I'm all alone, I need more tips, give us a thumbs up. If you're a single lady that's upset that you're going to have to work on Valentine's Day, or a single fella, like some people I know, then by all means give us a thumbs down. In any event, thank you very much for watching. My name is JC. It has been my pleasure.